from our last episode where it ended, you went to the hospital and you went through a massive ordeal and you went through a big transformation. And at the end of the episode, you told me that you were going to Thailand. So, you know, since then you've gone to Thailand, I think twice.
Yes,
and you're back. And
unfortunately, some things happened after our podcast. Most of it good, but there was one thing that sucked, man. I told you the stomach thing. That was just a bit annoying. Yep. It kind of bummed out a lot of the trip. But look, in the end, bro, I learned so much. Thailand is incredible. Met some amazing people, bro. Honestly, some people that still now... And, bro, I learned so much on that trip. And that's why now I'm so happy to actually be back in Melbourne and take over Melbourne again, bro. Melbourne's our home, bro. Like, as much as I want to travel and move over the world and travel overseas, Melbourne is my home. So I went to Phuket maybe in the last 2 years. I think I was there for 14 months, bro.
14 months?
Yeah.
That's a while.
Yeah.
How was it? 14 months.
Bro, it was incredible. So I stayed in this street called Fitness Street or around that area. And it's just like a little community in itself,
well-known street, I'm guessing.
It's more now, man. It actually used to be a bit better, if I'm going to be honest, because a lot more, it was all about fighters before and people that were there to lose weight, people that were there for a spiritual journey. Where now the party scene's got there a bit. Weed got legalized in Thailand, so it brought in a way different crowd now. So
is it like, a bit lazier than it was back?
Yeah. People are there to drink now on the Fitness Street. They're there for a more party vibe, and it's scared off a lot of people.
Will Fitness Street be moving then?
No, so Fitness Street's just a new thing now, which is still enjoyable. It's like going to a bit more of like a fitness / maybe a bit of a party hub spot kind of. It's still fun. I'll still go back there.
Yeah.
But when I used to go pre-COVID, it was like you were in this deserted area and everyone that was there, bro, was literally just there.
Training like animals.
Not just to fight, to lose weight. Maybe they've been through a bit of trauma. They just want to get away, heal. It used to have that magic where now it's like, nah, it's not
It's lost the magic, you say?
Yeah. It's becoming like a city now. I think a lot of us are looking for the next place now.
Interesting. So there might be a next...
Bro, someone needs to start in like Byron or Queensland or some like pocket of Australia that's hot, like in Western Australia or something, man. Imagine someone started this street that's just got like fitness, gyms, this, that, and you go and there's resorts. Bro, we got the weather, we got the land, just the taxes fucking make it up.
Fuck yeah. Don't get me started on the taxes, bro.
Yeah, but no, like Thailand, I still think everyone should do it.
But you love incredible. Melbourne. You'll always come back to Melbourne.
Look, bro, I'll be honest, man. I'm starting to again. COVID kind of made me not for a while, if I'm going to be honest.
Yep.
Growing up, again, being Lebanese, also being... Bro, the reason I was saying everything I was saying about the victim mentality, because I used to be that guy. In high school where I'd play a song where it was the start of the Australian national anthem. Then it would go, stop. It's the motherfucking remix.
The Mizma remix.
Right? Like we literally grew up thinking. Hell, I
remember that.
Bro, we literally grew up thinking, bro, all the problems of our life is because there's this power that came into the Middle East and did something and now it's our rule to fight. Like all this kind of, like conspiratory stuff, which might be real, might be not, but it's not fucking helpful. I'm also like, I also got sucked into having a Lebanese dad, which I'm sure every Lebanese person can relate to this. Mate, they still want to move back home, right? So I always grew up with this thing of like, here wasn't home, right? But now that you're a bit older, you lived most of your life here. Brother, we grew up in the streets in Melbourne, going to parties, punching on, trying to do the most fun stuff, right? And now that I've got nieces and nephews who are also now getting older and they're growing up in Melbourne, bro, this is our home, bro. This is where we're at. And we need to make it the best place on the planet. We have to. For us, for our kids, for our nieces, for our nephews, we actually got to now make Melbourne into a roaring place. We have to, bro.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we just all leave.
So what's your plan to make Melbourne a better place?
So my plan is to create my little community thing that I want to create.
Yep.
Because I think if people aren't strong, if people can't control their own body, if people can't at least be a bit purposeful in their mind, then you can't do anything. You know what I mean? Like, if you wake up in the morning and you're constantly walking around feeling painful, you're a wounded soldier. You're not going to help anyone, you know? So I want to first, with my community group, help change the lives of people just to become their best versions of themselves, right? Now, I don't mean that I'm going to help people bloody do backflips and do spin it, like whatever. Just, you know, I want to develop a community, again, that's going to have these courses that I've developed through trial and error. Someone that has been broken many, many times and had to rebuild themselves many, many times. I've always been the underdog and I've always come out on top. And that's for a reason, because I always have a systematic process that I follow. It just kept getting refined, right? So I want to do that first.
Yep.
Because also...
Is that like through Alex Hormozy's school?
Yeah, it's going to be through school. It's going to be called Street Barbarians.
Yep.
The reason I'm calling it Street Barbarians, because when I was in hospital, when I was about to give up, I didn't want to be alive. I was like, this is shit. I'm a paraplegic for the rest of my life. Blah, blah, blah. These motherfuckers came, like in the last podcast.
The four of them.
Shook me up. And the way, the feeling that they gave me, it's like, I wish other people could experience it. So it's like, all right, well, it's going to be called Street Barbarians, right? Now, also, you know, I've also got 2 other businesses. You have to become successful because do you remember in my gym, my amazing gym?
Yeah.
Like what a
Evolve.
gym that was,
I've
bro.
still got a large Evolve hoodie in the plastic.
Is large your size?
Yep.
I'll bring you another one. I've got 12 left. I found them.
You see, can't.
Yeah, I got 12.
I didn't even open the other one out of the plastic yet.
We'll keep that one in the plastic and I'll give you one to open.
Yeah, cool.
All right.
It's so limited edition, bro.
Yeah.
Like I'm just like, I can't even open it. I was too scared. I'm like, I need 2 so I can open one and then keep the other one in the packaging. And give it to
gotcha.
Yeah.
I gotcha. So that was an amazing gym, right?
Yeah. No, it was my favorite gym that ever.
So
Ever.
what people,
the best equipment.
so what a lot of people don't know is, you know how you just asked me, how are you going to do that
Yep.
about Melbourne? It wasn't so specific to Melbourne, but that was my goal back then.
Yep.
But what I realized back then was, Joey, you can try to talk as much as you want. You can try to have conversations with people and be like, come on, man, come on. But if you're not successful, bro, you're not established, you're not making money, you're not showing that you can stand up on your own 2 feet, do things and actually be someone about it, no one listens, bro. You can't help anyone.
That's why on the fucking YouTube, all those sponsored ads on Instagram, it's always some malaka, right, who's rented a fucking Lamborghini for a day and then he buys a fake Rolex off Alibaba or something, and then he goes, "This is how I made 30 grand in 2 days because of this strategy that I have."
It's all
but
bullshit.
they're fucking bullshit artists, fucking snake oil
bullshit.
salesmen, fucking what do you call it? Shillionaires, cuz they're
all
shillionaires.
bullshit. That's why I love Alex Hormozy, because in his first book, one of the first lines he says is this: I'm going to teach you how to make money, how I made money, and I didn't make money teaching people how to make money.
That's right.
Right?
Exactly.
I
That's a
can't-
trustworthy approach.
Yeah.
Very trustworthy
I don't really
approach.
trust. That's the only thing about the whole Andrew Tate thing. Like, I actually don't mind him. He's cool, funny, all that stuff. Bro, he's sick on kickboxer, all that. Like, he'd be a sick guy to hang out with, right?
Definitely.
But I just don't like the courses teaching people how to make money thing. But his could be
the
good.
Hustler University.
Yeah, his could be good. But in my experience, bro, in business, there's something weird about people trying to take money to teach someone how to make money. I just don't know about it, bro. I don't know. I don't like it.
Yeah, fair enough.
But anyways, so community is the first thing. Build a community. And the community, I'm starting to realize, bro, also has to include that like 16, 17 to 23, 24-year-olds, man. They're the future, bro. But my point being, when I was that age, bro, and when I say this, bro, I'm only talking about my experience. Because like you're saying, there was no internet. There could have been good people out there, probably. But in our circles and the areas we grew up in, there wasn't any really good leading roles, bro. And for example, a lot of people in business used to like snake each other, and there was no like, I was always searching for just a mad boss, bro, to work for. I remember, forget, when I was doing my bricklaying apprenticeship, I would have never done my own business, bro. If I just had a really good boss, really, driven, vision, brings you up on board, like kind of brings you up with them. That's what you need when you're young, bro. That's why you end up in gangs, bro. That's why you go to crime. Why do you think there's so many gangs now, bro? Because boys are like, why am I going to listen to your stupid ass telling me, oh, don't be bad or whatever. Like, shut up.
You're not
There's
allowed
killers
to own
out here, bro. What do you want me to do, right?
Machete band, Malakia.
Bro, so like, I don't blame kids for going into that where they're headed, because kids just want to be...
You got to put that test somewhere.
Brother, people just want to be brought in. They want to be part of a crew. They want to be part of
something.
They want to know that people got their back, bro.
Yeah.
So I think for Melbourne to become a kick-ass thing, there has to be something like that. There has to be. But that's not the gangster shit.
No.
That shows kids you can be gangster the legit way. Because that's something
to be a legit
I only
gangster's-
learnt recently.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I made some good mates in Thailand who are very successful, but very legit successful. And I'm like, that's gangster, bro.
That's more gangster than the actual illegitimate gang. You know
Bro.
what I mean? The illegal shit.
Bro, they can still
You're a
go-
legal gangster, bro.
Bro, they're
More.
still just pulling up any chick, driving nice cars, living their life, But I remember when you were young, it was always like, nah, that's bad, that's bad. Like anything bravado, anything like masculine, anything expressive of just being, a bit staunch about yourself and having some pride was seen like a bad thing.
Weird.
Because another emotion that, I hate talking about this emotion, but a lot of guys are jealous, bro.
Oh, envy.
Yeah.
It's the most pointless sin. It doesn't even affect the other person. It's like you're stabbing or poisoning yourself, bro. That's what it is. That's what envy is. The more envious you get about someone else, the more you're poisoning your own mind.
Is it jealousy and envy, or is it something else? Because if someone gets jealous of someone and then immediately thinks to themselves,
Like, you know when you do something really good and then someone says to you, oh, I'm so jealous of you.
no, but hear me out, right?
Yeah.
Hear me out. If someone is jealous of someone, right?
Yeah.
Because my problem is, bro, I'm trying to find justifications for people, right?
Yeah.
But if someone's jealous of you and immediately in their head they're like, this motherfucker, he's doing good, I should do better.
Everyone wants.
But is
someone
that
to
a different?
succeed.
But is that still called jealousy?
Look, humans are hardwired to want everyone to do well, but not better than them. Most humans.
Okay, but what I'm saying is,
You have to
if people
know how to control that.
if people felt jealous, and then with that energy, they then internalize it to help themselves do better, is that okay? Because some people don't, bro. Some people, they internalize that energy, they throw it back in, and they're like, fuck, I want you to suffer. I want everything that you're trying to
like
do
the
now.
evil eye. That's what you're
Yeah.
saying. They're like doing the mati, the evil eye on
So
the
my
other
point
person.
being, can jealousy be an okay thing?
Well, it depends on...
Or
like,
is it jealous and malicious? Is that the fucking combination? That's
jealousy
the devil.
and maliciousness definitely work together, and definitely a lot of people do it. But if you read the book by Patrick Bet-David, Choose Your Enemies Wisely, then you'll know that if you use, just say if you notice you're jealous of someone that's actually done something that you want to do, then, but you don't hate on them, you actually use that energy to make yourself better and bring yourself up, and use that energy to kind of work on the shit that you need to work on, then that's not a bad thing. You're actually riffing off each other in a way. You know what I mean? So, it's because envy is only poisonous when you use it like in the evil eye kind of way, where you're just like, oh, fuck that person, But if you're not doing anything about your own life to make it better, then you're a fucking idiot. End of story. It just depends on if you use it as fuel to propel yourself forward, or if you just be a victim and stay stuck in a loop. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Yeah. Straight out of Choose Your Enemies Wisely.
Well, this is the thing, right? Like, it's one of those things when it comes to thinking people have this power where they can affect your destiny. A part of me says that sucks, but then a part of me is like, maybe it's true that someone can energetically fucking like do something to you, right? But then a part of me wants to also feel like, no, that's not possible, because is then that gonna make me more in control of my own destination?
You just have to have an aura so powerful that their energy can't get into your being. We all have a force field around us,
Fucking, that's deep.
It's just,
I love it.
When
Force field, you're
when
right,
cunts are
bro.
shooting negative things at you, is it going in or is it going and going out? That's the thing.
But if you believe it doesn't exist, that people can even do that to begin with, then there's no arrows you need to defend from. You don't have to fucking power charge your booster pack to fucking keep that fucking
the aura. Well, then your aura is so powerful you don't even need to worry about it.
Bro, you know, why not have a solar fucking thing? A solar panel where it's like just it charges itself because you don't.
Some say if you're bald, you've already got a solar panel on your head. Solar panel head. That's
bro.
Maybe why you're wearing a beanie and I'm wearing a hat there. Hey, what are doing? We got a strong aura.
Fuck, that's funny. But honestly, bro, hear what I'm saying, right?
I'm listening.
Because I've gone down that spiritual path, bro, of like, fuck, man, can we breathe in a certain way? Can we do something that makes a freaking shield around us of light? Because then if some arrow of darkness tries to come and pierce the shield, it's going to bounce back and just boom, right? Yeah, we've all done that shit. But then I'm like, if I don't believe the arrow's real,
it kind of defects me. There is no arrow.
Right?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Whatever works for you.
Look, there is honestly definitely something in Bart keeping things to yourself until you're ready to put it out there. There is
100%.
fucking definitely something. Because do you know what it is, bro?
I said that on when I came with you and Saka.
Yeah. But my perspective on it now is, what happens is, bro, you speak it, then you start questioning now what you've spoken
and then
because
you
of
don't
their
do
response.
it. Yeah, because you just want to talk, bro. Just want to tell you what to do. You can't listen to them. You have. That's why it's very important. And I don't really tell people what I do anymore. I just do it, and then find out when I say, yeah, I've done this. I don't like to say I'm going to do something anymore.
Yeah.
The only time I'll let people know what I've done, not what I'm doing. Because if you tell what you're doing, then they start getting all, oh, I think you should do this. I think you should do that. And in my mind, I'll be like, I think you should shut the fuck up. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about, you idiot.
Yeah.
But then why am I reacting? Why am I reacting to them? I've given them the power by telling them what I'm going to do. So are you telling people what you're going to do? Just do it, then tell people. They can't take your power away, then you've done it.
Or talk to someone who's also doing shit with their life.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like a guy
100%.
in Thailand said this to me, bro. He goes, bro, if you want a Lamborghini, right, make sure you don't listen to anyone else unless they have a fucking Lamborghini. Right? Like, because think about it. They've been through it. They've done the process. They're actually, in reality, results driven by their actions.
And they're the good
say,
people
for example,
to speak to.
Bro, say, for example, you got an uncle, bro, who's got just this one little business in buttfuck nowhere, thinks he's the business entrepreneur of the planet just because he's got one little store, right?
Donald Trump.
And he's trying to full sit you down and be like, oh, what you're doing is stupid, mate. You got to do this, this, this. And it's like, who are you, bro?
Selling Mars bars and Tic Tacs
Bro,
in the middle
this
of
guy
nowhere.
thinks he's the Warren Buffett of fucking the southeast suburbs, you know what I mean? But it's like, bro, you've got one little shop, man. Relax, you know? That's why, bro, when I speak to young kids, man, or like my nephews and stuff, one thing my dad has been really good with my whole life, bro, he's never shut me down on anything, bro. Ever. My mum was that person. She's like, fucking retarded. Now she's learned her lesson, right?
Okay, yep.
Because, bro, you never know. Brother, I've been old enough now to see some business ideas that I thought were so stupid become like amazing. And then I thought ones that sounded so good became nothing, right? So when I speak to my nieces and nephews, man, like I'm always telling them, man, like you can do anything. Yeah, man. Nah, of course. Don't think that sounds dumb. You're expressing something, you're trying it, you fail it, just do it again, right? And this is, you know, when you said like, how do we build up Melbourne? I think that's it. I think we just have to be like that to everyone around us.
You just got to pay your taxes, bro. You just got to pay them taxes.
Brother, look, I am a bit different minded with all that shit, bro. Like everyone's trying to cheat the system, cash this, that. I'm like, bro, I want to pay as much as tax as humanly possible.
Because that means you're
then
making
I know
a lot of
I'm
money.
making a lot of money. I can invest and not have to wake up one night and be paranoid. I can just buy whatever I want. I can invest with it, whatever I want. Bro, just do it the right way. Suck it up. Join politics if you want to change it. You know what I mean? But the whole cash thing, bro, like when I first started my bricklaying, right? I am listening to everyone. You don't want to pay tax, this, that. Then I wanted to do my gym.
Yeah.
Now I need a loan. Well, I can't go to the bank and just say that I'm making money.
Yeah.
What do I do? So
can't.
now I'm like, oh, I'm going to do it I'm now going to potentially stop myself from doing something great, which was that gym. That gym was, bro, I had some of the best memories in that gym, bro. That gym was like,
fuck.
It was really special, bro.
I was my biggest and strongest at that gym. I was a fucking animal. Like I was really happy with. I'd go there for like 2 hours a day.
Okay, let me ask you something.
Such good equipment.
Do you think it was just the equipment, just the building, or do you think it was the vibe,
It was
the atmosphere,
it was the community
the
spirit.
community?
And honestly, bro, I'd go there for 2 hours, right? Half an hour of that training of the training session would be meet and greet, talk to people, political chats, and just having great conversations with people, like, because it was a community and I had a lot of friends that were there, and I made friends with a lot of people that were just there, and I'm still friends with people to this day from people from the gym that you created. So definitely it was a fantastic community, and
brother, that's
I have a feeling you'll be able to replicate that with your new one. You know
so,
what I mean?
So that's what
Community.
Street Barbarians is going to be. I've even put the bull in the logo, bro.
Nice.
So I'm carrying that evolve energy
To the next thing.
to the next thing. So
Cool.
this is just going to be a different kind of
You
community.
got to make some more jumpers there.
100%.
Yeah.
Bro, apparel's my thing. And the reason, a lot of people don't know this, man. The reason why it took so long to bring out those jumpers,
Yeah.
because I'm very, that's actually probably a bigger passion above training for me, bro, is clothes. Because from when I was born,
Yep.
so my mum used to be a dressmaker, right? She used to make wedding dresses, all that kind of stuff, right? And because we didn't have a lot of money, we weren't like a rich family or anything like that, right? We had like one TV back in the day. People would come over and be like, what do you mean there's just one TV in your house, right? Everyone's got one in their room, this, that. I'm like, nah, bro, we got one. You got to twist the thing to change the channel, bro.
Yeah, I remember that.
Bro, that was like 14, 15, anyways.
Yeah, bro, it was the same.
So what my mum used to do was make my sister and my clothes from when we were kids, but we would always look Mickey.
Yeah.
And she always put it in our head, you have to dress nice, you have to dress nice, you have to dress nice. There's something about how you feel when you dress nice, bro. It's just as good as...
Good quality clothes, man.
Yeah, so with the hoodies, shout out Brooke, a really good friend of mine who has done work for Nike, Reebok. Bro, so I got him to do them. That's why it took so long, bro. But that's definitely something.
Super high quality clothes, though. It's like not cheap Kmart shit.
Nah, those hoodies, and everyone loved them.
Yeah.
They're super warm.
Yeah.
Everyone
It doesn't ball up. It doesn't do any of that stupid shit that most clothes will fucking do.
Bro, it becomes everyone like stay at home comfy hoodie.
Yeah. You
Which
don't
is
even want
mad.
to use it at the gym because you don't want to dirty it.
Yeah, so
Use it outside of the gym as like, this is the fucking gym that I go to. You can't.
correct. So anyways,
What a head, bro.
so funny enough, just last week, I actually finally understood how I was going to do this community thing, because I never actually thought about it before. As like, why not just do it to be a community like your gym, but in a different way?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So yeah, that's how.
I'm excited. I'm excited to see this come to fruition, and I'll be a member.
Yeah.
I'll join your Street Barbarians.
Well, look, I'm gonna do it to be very affordable as well, bro. I really thought about it, man.
People need affordable now, cuz the economy's fucked.
I wanna do
People are choosing,
Yeah.
between bread and milk, what they're gonna get. The economy's fucked.
But bro, what I'm gonna put in this group isn't just my method of training. I'm gonna put my boxing stuff, my kickboxing, all the recipes that my mum fucking helps me out with, bro. I've got ways, bro. I'm almost 8 showing, bro. Like,
Yep.
my mom, because from when I first started fighting or wanting to be a fighter, right? I was maybe 14 years old and I fell in love with it, bro, right? But what I realized from when I was 16 was, because, bro, when I started kickboxing, this was at XFC in Noble Park. This was when there wasn't many gyms and the kickboxing scene was a bit gangstery, right? So in our gym, there was only 5 guys. One of them was Clay, who owns Scammer, who's very well known in the industry. He's got one of the biggest security companies. Bro, this is the guy, him and all these big islanders, when clubs needed to be cleaned up, they would come
sort it
in.
out.
Yeah.
Steamroll.
Then you had one of my favorite humans on the planet, Atal, who is the Afghan warrior.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, he's the Afghan that every Afghan says that's my cousin. He was that guy.
The
Scar on
the
his head.
Afghans.
Bro, this guy used to terrify me, right? Then we had Mark, who is now Hussein, who owns Institute of Athletic Performance in in Hallam,
Yep.
right? And they were the three main guys. But anyways, so I'm just this young guy. There's a few of us, right?
Yep.
And we're having to train with these guys. Anyways, as I started getting into sparring, I noticed from a really young age, fuck, why did I feel this session crystal clear? I'm punching, kicking, like I'm sparring and I'm just whipping everyone, right?
Yep.
Then the next time I'd come in, I'd feel yuck, I'd feel sluggish, my guts would hurt, I'd feel lethargic, and now I'm getting my ass whooped. So what I started realizing was, shit, it's not just, I was starting to analyze, it's not what I just ate that day. It's what I ate the day before, maybe even the week before, maybe even 2 weeks before. So I'd start to analyze, like, what is food doing to me and how's it making me perform? So I started eating in a way where everyone always says, fuck, you got a lot of energy, Joey. But I just realized because I'm eating a certain way. And then when I got into business after my knee injury, which crushed my hopes of being a fighter, I then just kept eating the same way and I'm kicking ass in Brick Lane. I just had energy, bro. I could train after work. So, yeah, so me and my mum have worked together with how I've been eating for over 20 years, bro.
That's impressive.
So all that shit I want to include in there, everything, bro. I'm even going to do...
So you're giving the people as much value as possible into this online community
and
to
not
be able to take on their lives in a better way based on your expertise, your experience in life.
Also, not just show them,
Yep.
I can communicate with them. Because, brother, my strength is communication. When I was in that gym, bro, I never forget... one girl, she comes up to me. She's like, dude, I just watched you because I've been here all day. I can't remember why she was there all day. And she's like, dude, you fucking speak to every single person in here. Like, she goes, what the hell? Like, I literally have seen you have like a D&M with every single person.
Yeah.
But to me, it's normal, bro. I just feel weird not having a D&M with someone. If I, bro, like in Thailand, bro, someone will sit next to me. I'm talking to him, right?
Yeah.
So in this group, I can't wait to like every morning. All right, guys, who's doing what? Who needs help with this? Who's that? Have
And
anyone
when people reach out to you, you'll be able to help them.
Yeah,
You'll be able to guide them.
bro. When I first started my gym, I had a guy sign up because of this too. So he read on our website. Not many people saw it, but it was our analogy thing. I've said it on your last podcast, the lighthouse thing.
Yeah.
What does the part at the end say? I am a lighthouse.
Yep.
To turn other people to help them become their own lighthouse.
Mm.
I want everyone to be their own fucking thing, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't like this following thing. I don't know. It wigs me out. It wigs me out, bro. I don't want no followers I just want everyone to be equal. I want everyone to kick ass, but I want no one to step on each other's toes, bro. That's a line that I fucking hate when people cross, bro. When people try to freaking take people's shine and they try to like do things to sabotage friends or like say someone's got an amazing idea. He wants to open a burger shop. Bang, someone just opens a burger shop exactly where... I hate that shit.
It's like the Acai Wars, all the fucking countries.
Bro, and shout out to the Jews. It's probably one of the best things about those guys, bro. They just stick together.
They stick together. They're very community minded, and they don't fuck each other over. And they've got 3 rules. They've got 3 rules. If you fuck someone over 3 times, you're out. That's how the community works. And you're fucking
You said something so funny.
What did I say?
Bro, Arabs, they started at a acai bowl shop and now they're blowing them up.
Yeah, they're blowing each other up, bro.
Bro, what is wrong with us, man?
I don't know.
What is wrong with us,
They burnt
bro?
down Spanion's kebab shop because why? Why? Because he's successful and he's doing shit.
God.
Like, look, I'm not a kebab person, right? I'm a souvlaki person. And I don't even understand why Spanian did the kebabs because a Greek guy raised him and he loves souvlaki, he loves Greek food. He should have done Spanian sous. There you go, Spanian. If you're watching this, you got an idea. Next shop, Spanian sous.
And you know what, Billy Butt? You're actually
Free
right
idea.
because you know what? You're right, bro. Because one thing that I think some influencers, they got to understand they're going to get into hot water with this. Cuz you got family businesses, bro, where they've got loans. They're debt credited to their neck.
Yeah, you don't need a firebomb,
and
cunts,
you
bro.
come, no,
Fucking
what I'm
hell.
saying is you come in with a business on their doorstep, you're going to ruffle some feathers, bro. Like, I hate how everyone's naive. Like, oh, I'm just doing a business here. Like, bro, yeah, you're doing a business, but there's some guy... Bro, there's someone already in that area. Yeah. They're established. Help them out. Why not be a sick cunt influencer and go in there and be like, you know what? I'm going to partner with all the best kebab places here. Take a little percentage out of it. Do like a little Spanian fucking burger or something in existing kebab shops. Now you're helping the community. You're helping people. But no, everyone wants to be greedy. Everyone wants to do their own thing. They want to have their name on everything. And I swear to God, when I opened my gym and I did my method first, when I first thought about this method that's helped me train, right?
Yep.
I'm like, fuck, I'd love to open studios. And then I'm like, you know what? Why wouldn't I just approach gyms? Because I know how hard they're doing it, bro. They're doing it hard, bro. Hard. Taxes are hard. So everyone out in the world understand, bro, we get that 10% GST straight away. So when you think you're paying $13.95 a week, they ain't getting $13.95 a week. No. They're getting $12 a week. Already 10% gone. Then from that $12, 30 to 40% of that goes. Yeah, that's right. Right? That's right. So, bro, people are doing it tough, man. So what I thought, I'm like, why not help existing businesses and bring in something and try to like partner with them somehow? Yeah. But yeah, I don't know what you think about that, but.
So yeah, that's beautiful, man. I'm really excited to see Street Barbarians, like I was gonna say Street Barbarians evolve. You know, it's evolve 2.0 with Street Barbarians. It's gonna be great to see, and I'll definitely be joining your community. And it's actually really good that when I said your flock of sheep, you go, no, it's not flock. I'm raising fucking lions. That's important because a lot of people will view that as, you know, people see a community as like, oh, there's the head of the community and then that's his flock. But you don't see it as that. You see, hey, everyone's an individual lion. I'm in the group so I can provide you guys real-time advice, right? And I can be, it's like an online coach in a way that you get even more direct access to, and then you get all this other information as well. So you're actually providing more than a standard online coach. And from what I got to say is you have a lot of experience in that field. So I think it's going to be a really good thing.
Bro, I've got crazy experience. I've also had some really good mentors who are also big in the game, bro. You know what I mean?
It's important.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, because you're drawing from people who have done it.
Correct.
You're not drawing from fucking shit talkers.
But the difference with me is, bro, I've always internalized and taken information, but I've had to 1,000,000 times behind the scenes trial and error it to see is it real or is it not?
Yeah.
Because I come from the day, bro, where imagine me, right? 16.
Yeah.
The internet just comes out. I want to be a world champion kickboxer.
In MySpace.
Cuz this is way before MySpace, bro.
Oh.
Where you go on MySpace, bro? I'm 38, bro.
I'm 34. 4 years.
Yeah, cuz, bro. Bro. This was dial-up, bro. Dial-up internet.
Fuck.
Yeah, bro. Think about it. It first came out, right? What was the discussions happening online? Oh, what would happen if a Taekwondo guy took on a karate guy? What would happen if a boxer, right? So it was all about like questioning what techniques are actually the best. Then UFC comes out and you start learning real fast that really nothing's the best. It's just like it evolves. Like BJJ was like, wow, no one's seen it. Bang, they took over. Then Muay Thai figured out how to defend themselves from the ground. Then they started destroying them, right? Yeah. Then Khabib comes, wrestling, ground and pound, da-da-da. Then they figure that out. So it's always evolving. But my point being, I've always trialed and error things. And that's my strength, bro, is because I never think what I know is absolute.
Sharpening iron.
Yeah, and bro, my ego doesn't stop me from learning. Because if my ego was like, I know everything. What you just told me now won't work, right? Instantly now, I am not really growing. What if that worked?
It's a limiting belief.
Also, bro, I've seen and felt the power of a good mindset because when you're sparring, bro, and you have a lot of belief, fuck, bro, you feel like you're in the Matrix, bro. Like you're sparring. Oh, man, you're countering, moving, slipping, pop, 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 pop. And then you're like, holy shit, this is just real life, bro. That's why, you know, like every thing that's happened with the gym and if it's like a fight, but actually, you know what, bro? That's also youth, bro. Because I sometimes look back and I think I was crazy, bro. I was fucking nuts, man. Yeah. I was nuts, bro. Like, you just fearless when you're young. You don't care. But nah, so yeah, when it comes to Street Barbarians, bro, it's over 20 years of experience. Bro, I had this one mentor that was telling me barefoot stuff like 15 years ago. So I also got to go so far down the rabbit hole that I realized the rabbit hole is a trap in itself. Do you know what I mean by that?
Because you're wasting time.
Not just that. So imagine, you know, now how some people, they'll figure out, oh my God, my shoes, they're actually destroying my feet. Oh my God, my nasal breathing really should be what I should be doing. Oh my God, I shouldn't have this pesticide. Oh my God, I shouldn't have this. Oh my God, I shouldn't have, right? You know, a lot of people are going down that
Bro,
track
your
now.
mum just called me and then my mum just called me at the same time.
That's so true.
That's crazy, bro. My mum's in another country.
That's crazy.
Yeah, what the hell?
That's mad.
I sorry, mum, I rejected your call.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, sorry. Love to all the
So-
mums out there, bro. Far out.
But anyways, bro, so what I'm saying is a lot of people, they're going down that rabbit hole now, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of people, especially in your podcast, are going to relate to what I'm talking about. What I'm saying is I went down that rabbit hole 15 years ago. So I've got a big jump, bro.
You've done the hard work for a lot of
this
people.
was just because I met this naturopath, was like a wizard, right? 15 years ago, because I was desperate to fight, and he was able to make me have my big professional fight.
Yep.
Unbelievable. Anyways, what I realized was, Bart, going down that road wasn't good, Bart. Because I got so paranoid. You get so paranoid, you think everything's going to kill you. You think everything's bad. You think, oh my God, if I wear this shoe that makes my toe just do a bit of this, I'm going to die quicker.
I'm going to slip on a banana and die. Yeah.
Right? So I think now, and what I mean by when I put this community out there, it's information that I've trialed and errored. And guys, it's not that complicated. It's not going to be, oh, you have to do fucking stand in the sun for 10 minutes, put your fucking a-hole out in the sun, put your toes in the ground for this many seconds. Yeah, all that stuff helps. I get it.
Yeah.
But it's simple, bro. It's actually very, very simple. And the biggest thing that I can give as a takeaway to anyone out there that wants to improve everything, focus how you move. There's a reason why martial arts has steps. There's steps to it. You don't just jump in a ring and you're all of a sudden throwing 6-punch combinations, slipping, weaving, pop, 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 pop. Right? It doesn't just happen, bro. You got to
Not a
start,
PlayStation controller.
bro. You start by getting your position of how you should stand. Then you think, okay, to take a step, my feet open like this. Then they close like this. Now, when I punch, my punch opens like this. When it closes like this. Then if we open our legs and hands together, we punch and step. Then we close and hold our guard. Then we punch and hook. Right? There's just steps to it. Right? And people don't think about, like, that's an extreme thing. That's the fight. In footy, you go through those steps to learn how to play football.
Kick the ball.
Well, bro, has anyone thought about you're moving every day for your life? Has anyone ever thought about there could be maybe some steps on how to just move better for every day?
Are you activating your quads and your glutes?
Or are the glutes and quads activating intuitively by the way you're moving correctly? Right? Because this is the other thing. We always are trying to force muscles to contract rather than just allow the brain to learn how the body moves, whereas the secondary, the muscles contract. Do you kind of get what I'm saying?
Using the autonomic nervous system in a way.
Correct. But just to simplify it,
Yeah.
just moving good.
Yeah.
Just moving good. For example, you know, everything's balanced on each other. There's this term that I like to use. It's called keeping the body centralized.
Yeah.
And I really think that's a big deal because when everything's centralized, it's just balancing correctly everywhere at the same time. That's why me and Sarko, we had a chat the other day, and when we did our whole trial podcast thing,
Yeah.
and he was saying how and it's so funny because this is how I used to look at it. He was saying how, you know, he's been helping people and he's trying to show people do this exercise with your foot to fix your foot. Do this exercise with your knee to fix your knee. Bro, and I was saying to him, I go, Habibs, as someone that's gone down the rabbit hole deep, it's not the way. It doesn't work. No, you can show me a million things to do for my knee. Unless I change how my entire body moves, nothing's going to be a permanent fix. Nothing.
And you'll be teaching people the Darazi method.
Yeah, which is how to rebuild from head to toe, man.
And that's an important thing. You know, you're not agreeing with other people that are out there. That means that your system is unique to you, and that's an important thing. You can't be agreeing with anyone else. It's your system. If you agree with other people, then it's not how is it your system? So you can't agree with anyone else. It's your system. You have to stick to that. It's important.
Brother,
So it defines you from other people.
Correct. I asked ChatGPT, and I've done so many threads about this. Can you please analyze the internet and do not lie to me, do not bullshit me. Is there anything out there? Of course, there's aspects, but I've just put it all together in a unique way that I've saw it from my life experience. That, bro, it's hard to create impact in these words because you're looking at me now and I look fit. But when I mean like after my coma, I was running in 2 months. It's not normal, bro.
No, yeah, that's right. It's not normal.
It's not normal.
People were saying that, the people were telling you that you're going to need 18 months to walk again.
Bro, if you're
You're
going to
like,
walk.
fuck
But
that!
brother, they were saying it as in if you're going to walk again,
Yeah.
right?
Fucking
But
scary.
I just followed a system.
Yep.
It's steps. 1, 2, 3 equals 10. And I can't
What's
wait.
the doctor going to do when you show them your abs and you start grating cheese on it today?
Well, look, the abs thing, to be honest, bro, I didn't want to have to go to the point of like to show people, oh, he's got a 6-pack, 8-pack. But unfortunately, bro, looks is a thing, bro. People like, yeah, you're like, oh, yeah, you help me feel better.
If
But
you're on
there's a
social
side
media, you need to be able to like show people that. And you know what? If it just makes you look more real. So, but you're doing it. You're doing it.
But the reason I want to get it lean is not just because to show abs, because when you see how developed my abs are, just from I don't really, bro, I only do weights 3 times a week. I do sprints once a week, and that's it. That's it.
Run up the stairs at the beach like an animal.
Yeah,
That
but
looks,
it's the way I want people to understand is when you're moving a certain way, muscles are engaging intuitively by themselves all the time, meaning
you're using the muscle in a full way.
also your body's assimilating more energy.
Correct. Yeah,
just
that's
to
right.
move.
Yeah.
So now you're more at a deficit than you would normally be in. So now you're leading yourself into the results you want with an actual steering wheel.
That's right.
Because, bro, when I opened up my gym, again, I come back from a kickboxing background. I thought this is just normal in health and fitness. And then I'm looking around and I'm like, why is no one getting results unless they do steroids? Literally. I'm like, because what happens is people join the gym, they'll get told to do a routine that steroid people are doing. And when you're on steroids, bro, you're already now assimilating food differently. Your body's growing. Everything's different.
Of course.
So just, it's not reality. But then what happens is someone will start, and they might start a basic routine, right? Full body, one body part, each in that full body routine 3 times a week. And they're not going to notice anything. They're noticing no changes. They'll do a bicep curl. Their arm's not even doing anything. Their bicep isn't flaring out. It's not doing anything, right? So they'll be like, fuck, I need to do 5 more exercises now. I need to go through the gauntlet and destroy my arm so it can grow a bit, right? That's the mentality.
Rip all your ligaments apart.
Right? Rather than thinking, wait a minute, why don't I learn to actually use my body so when I grip a dumbbell and I curl it, I can literally feel blood going into my bicep as I'm freaking curling it, right?
Yeah.
But it's like, it's not that people don't know to do that. It's just no one even thinks of teaching people how to do that because I don't think anyone has gone that deep in it to know how to teach it.
Mind-muscle connections.
Yeah, bro. So like, also what people don't realize, if you're standing with dumbbells in your hands, try this next time anyone, right? Clip this podcast, listen to it in your head, and play it as you've got 2 dumbbells in your hands and you're standing, right? What I want you to do now is just curl them up, curl them down. Now, what I want you to do is put one left foot left and one right foot right forward. Now curl and notice it feels completely different because you don't realize how much the rest of your body is actually impacting somewhere completely else. So when I say you need to focus on the entire body, I mean it. And it sounds hard at the start, but there's a system where we attach a simple cue to each level. So it's kind of like you've got connect the dots in your brain. And then as you're going to train, you're going to start filling in those dots to gain proprioception of your entire body where it is in real time, right? Then, because it's such simple cues, you can't possibly think of every muscle during every movement. You just need to keep it simple. So when you learn, wait a minute, what is centralized? Everything's centralized. It feels centralized. Now you're going off feeling. You're aware of where it is at all times without having to overthink it. Now you can spar, you can punch, you can play sport, you can run, but your body is imprinting those patterns in itself. It's
Proprioception, that's a word and a half, man.
yeah, bro, it's incredible because I believe when the outside of the body aligns, the inside aligns, your organs align, your blood flow gets better, you're constantly balancing, right? You're probably aging less. Like, who knows, right? The problem is, Billy, what if someone has that approach? They just train 3 times a week. They train pretty hard. They're pushing themselves. They're eating well.
What? But they're not moving correctly? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. But as in they're just moving the same as what they've always moved.
You could be causing the same damage to yourself.
Yeah.
And then as you get older, you're going to start feeling it.
You're just reinforcing dysfunction.
Yeah.
Now, I got cluey to this because when I hurt my knee, I was really young. And I learned what it's like to be old, bro. Like, you're walking with pain. You're like, what is this bullshit?
We had the same knee operation.
Bro, you know they wouldn't do it now?
Yeah, we were the fucking lab rats.
They wouldn't even do it now, bro. But anyways, man, we can't be victims.
My
point being, so my knee now, I've got no problems, bro.
Me either.
Yeah, it's
perfectly fine.
That's mad.
Yeah, and they fixed it from locking out. So whatever they did, yalla, they did a good job. All good.
Yeah, that's mad.
You know what I mean? So we're not victims. Fuck being a victim, bro.
Well, look, bro. And also, what I want to test with this method is I want to see athletic performance if it improves. Because, bro, when I used to show guys in my boxing, they wouldn't even know that I was doing this to them. And I had 50 kilo chicks, bro, hitting harder than most guys can hit, bro. Because there's something about when your body's centralized and you drive through it.
From the feet all the way to the fist.
Brother, every part of your body gets behind it. It's like a push, 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 push. You know, like it's such a good feeling.
When you see that chick hitting that bag and then she breaks the record and then the husband starts washing the dishes on that reel. That's what it's like, cuz. Yeah. Should we wrap this up?
Let's go. I got to call my mum, bro.
Yeah, beautiful. Same here. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in and appreciate it. Have a good one. Yalla Joey. I'll have you back on when you launch the...
Yeah, bro.
When you launch it all.
I'd love that.
You can talk about it and stuff. All right?
Love that, bro.
Sounds
Thank
good.
you.
All right, brother.
Thanks.
Have a good one, guys. See ya. Bye.